All right, so we're going to continue our opportunity meeting here, recorded. And so I just got done playing the Plan to Create Millionaires video, and that's on YouTube. And you can go there and watch that as many times as you want. But you can see that the intent here is to help people reach their goals, and we're leveraging everything to make it happen for every individual that chooses to be a part of what we're doing. So let me jump into the website here. All right. We'll come back to that one. I'm going to go to my account. Basically, the way I set this up is I actually receive funding the same way you receive funding. We're all in the same boat together. It's a level playing field, as they say. Okay. So probably the first thing you notice here is there's this big red timer up here telling me I got 3.5 hours before I need to, click a button here. This button here. When I click on it, it's going to pull up my wallet. Okay. And then I have to hit the confirm button on my wallet, and then a payment is sent. I do that every day so that I can also receive payments. I can get up to 4 payments. So the idea is I send 1 to get 4, right? So that's a good deal. I send $10 to get $40. But you can have multiple accounts. And I have a couple of more accounts here. On this account here, same thing. So each account holds 4 referrals, okay? You can see here there's a space for 4 referrals. And what you're also looking at here is funds sent and funds received. We actually circulate funds. So basically our system works like this. We use the power of movement or circulation as a means to pump money out of the market. I'll come back to the market piece in a moment, but I need you to understand where it says funds sent, okay, 2,480. That's not a lump sum of $2,480 that came out of my pocket. No, what that is it showing that's how much has been sent through my MetaMask wallet as I click on this button every day. But the way our system works, whatever you put out comes back to you. Okay, so it's kind of like a recycling. So this is kind of like $10 came in, $10 came out, $10 came in, $10 came out. That's what happened there. So basically you can look at this as 248 days of that activity of $10 going out, $10 coming in, okay? And over here is funds received. And this is money that goes into your wallet. You can use it as you wish. So that's one account. The other account has see here, close to 9,000. That's about 18,000 altogether between the 2 accounts. that's money that doesn't have to be paid back. Okay, it goes straight into your wallet, and your wallet basically is like your running balance. So you'll be able to see what's your running balance is by looking at your wallet. So no money is sent to a website or a company or anything like that. It goes straight to everybody's wallets, like it's mentioned in the videos. 100% decentralized. And there's only a 3-day qualifying period. It only takes 3 days to get qualified. So U plus 2 in order to get qualified. And we even allow you to have 2 sub accounts as a way to self-qualify. So that's what you're looking at here on this website. Now, if you want to get really clear on how this works, we're a pool, but it's not a pool of water. It's not even really a pool of money. It's a pool of people. And so basically, if we're going to provide you funds that you don't have to pay back, we're asking you to contribute to the pool. And what we mean by that is bring some people into the pool. Sub accounts are not people, okay? Those are accounts that you control. So that's not really going to count as people. What we're looking for you to do is bring us at least 2 people. And then that puts you in a position where you can enjoy positive daily cash flow from the pool, whichever pool you're in, the $10 one, whatever it is. We have a $1, a $10, and soon we're going to open up $100 and $1,000 pool. And regardless of the pool that you're in, you have daily cash flow. So imagine if we scale all the way to the top, and you have 4 referrals that are connected to a small team below them, and perhaps right below them is the pool, and then below that is the market feeding into the pool. Those 4 referrals have the power to send you $1,000 every day because of what's supporting them. Okay, the team, the pool, the market. Okay, so that supports their ability to send $1,000 to you every day. You're sending out $1,000 every day. So you got 4 people sending you 1,000. You're sending out 1,000. So that leaves 3,000 left over. That's money you don't have to pay back. 3,000 times 30 days is $90,000 a month. 90,000 times 12, that's over $1 million a year in funding you don't have to pay back when we scale it all the way to the top. So this is all about nurturing a small group of referrals all the way through each pool until you scale to the top, and then you can enjoy millionaire status. But along the way, at any time, because it's in your wallet, the money is in your wallet at all times. You can use the money as you wish. You don't have to ask permission or anything. It's your money that's sitting in your wallet. Okay, so that's what's great about having a completely decentralized system based on the dollar. Okay, not some of the crazy coin, where it fluctuates a lot. The USDT is 100% backed by the US dollar. So that provides you some peace of mind and security, knowing that that the funds that you're receiving, it doesn't change the value. The value is always, one USDT coin is always worth 1 paper dollar. Okay, so the market piece. So right now we have 2 coins. Okay, one is called PFB and the other is called PFI. The PFB is for our $10 pool. The PFI coin is for our $1 pool. And you have to purchase a little bit of that every month in order to participate or to have access to our system. Okay, so if you're in a $10 pool, you're going to pay $10 a month. Okay, now remember, you could have 4 referrals, each sending you $10 a day every day. So times 30, that would be 120 $10 payments coming to you. And to have access to that system that allows you to do that to happen, it's only $10 a month that you're purchasing of our coin, the PFB coin, in order for you to enjoy that. Okay. So, but what that does is more and more people are making those purchases of our coin. It puts buying pressure on the coin, and we have a very tight circulating supply of the coin. And so our coin value goes way up there. Let me show you a couple of glimpses of the charts of our 2 coins. You can see just, that we're running this tight, very, very tight. So if we go into here, okay. So you can see here the current value of our PFB coin is $175,000 right now. Let's see here, on July 11th, it had an all-time high of about $300,000. Okay. And it started out way back in January at $100. So it started out $100 per coin when it was opened up to the market. And then from there, it's gone all the way up to 300,000 for the all-time high, currently sitting at 175,000. So by having a very tight circulating supply against the buying pressure, people, needing to purchase the coin for the purpose of paying their monthly fee. And then we have another thing called assurance. If you want to know more about that, you can ask that question, but that's another reason why people purchase the coin, is to have assurance. And those 2 things put positive buying pressure on the coin, and then we sell the coin off. And what happens, that goes into a guarantee, or what I call it a guarantee fund. Okay. So that's over here. And basically this is attaching to this over here. So you can see here that we've already sold off $46,550 of PFB and have distributed all of that to members in pool funding. Okay. So kind of like a lake has an inlet and an outlet. The inlet to the lake would be this right here. The market is providing money to, come into the lake. The outlet is when you say, oh, I'd like to take my money and buy a boat. Well, that'd be an outlet. You're using the money for something other than, keeping it circulating inside of pool funding. So, let's see here. And let me go to PFI. PFI is our newest coin. We launched PFI on June 4th of this year, so it's about 2 months old now. It's had a high of 45,000, currently sitting at roughly $11,000 to $12,000 right at the moment. And you can see it's fluctuating quite a bit. It can go anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 within even a day. So again, the tight circulating supply creates this kind of movement. We take advantage of that movement to sell coin out so that we can distribute that to our members. Okay, and that's how it works in the briefest possible way I can put it. So now we can enter into the Q&A portion of this opportunity meeting. And just as you can see here, Ken has raised his hand. You can see that if you go to the reaction area of the of Zoom, you'll see a place that says raise hand, and you'll be able to do the same thing. And bear in mind, there's a lot of people here may have a lot of questions, so one question per person. Okay. All right, Ken, go ahead and unmute and feel free to ask your question.
Hi, Ace. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Ace,
Hello, Ken.
could you bring up your MetaMask wallet again, please, for a minute?
Sure thing.
And I hope you enjoy your vacation, by the way.
Yeah, we hop on a plane here in about I don't know, about 9 hours from now. So let me just move this out of the way.
Well deserved, my friend. Well deserved.
I appreciate that. All right, so I got to go to my wallet here. What would you like to see?
I saw an account that had 5 referrals, and I'm wondering, I thought there was only 4.
Okay. You're talking about, let's go back to pool funding. And if we go to what you're talking about here, you say 5 referrals. That was an early glitch, but what happened was Dreamer and Dreamers are the same person, but they only paid one time. So you see here, there's never been a payment from this one. So never really technically a real referral. So they won't even show up now as anything unless they make a payment. So you won't even see them. Like, people will use your link and they may, do everything to sign up except complete the payment, their first payment, but they don't show up anymore. So like I said, an early glitch, but it's not a big deal. So it's just 4 referrals.
Thank you, Ace.
Okay. Good eye. All right. Paul Thompson, you are next. I like the graphics behind you. We got who is it? It's Iron Man and Batman and Wonder Woman. Okay, love it. Okay. And who are you? Are you which superhero are you?
I'm actually Iron Man. That is kind of my picture there.
I was about to say that is you, isn't it? Oh, hello.
I'm glad
hello,
you recognize
Iron Man. I've always wanted to meet you.
Yeah, it was a bit of fun. That was a phone app where you can do all kinds of crazy things. So that's good fun. Yeah, actually, my question is really kind of relating to creating things like this. I want to create some landing pages and so on, and points of interest and so on. Just wondering what's available, and also wondering what videos might be available on YouTube for me to use, and whether I can download videos and upload them onto my own account, etc., etc. So it's quite a big question. So I'm sorry.
Okay, so you're asking a marketing question, right? So
yeah.
But I do want to point out that marketing could end up bringing in hordes of people, right? And the way the system I created, you only need 4 to be a millionaire. So how many people are you planning on signing up, right? So
yeah, good question.
And here's the thing: my system is designed for relationships, not for transactions. Like, some people some people treat business opportunities like they're transactions. Like, the transaction of signing someone up. Okay, I'm done. Now I'll go to the next person. sign them up. Now I'm done. It doesn't work that way in pool funding. You will fail miserably, never get to millionaire status unless you actually care enough to work with the people you sign up and make sure that they're coming with you from pool to pool to pool. And if you just leave them hanging, you sign them up and leave them, and sign them up and leave them, that will never work. But we are open to you using anything that we put out there in the public. So if you go to my YouTube channel, which it's actually currently we're using my personal channel for this, my Bitcoin Ace channel. Okay, so you can find it.
Actually, I am subscribed to that. In fact, yeah.
And
I noticed I think there was a video done by a lady, which
Karen,
it's really it's not so much creating a landing page and so on. It's really like you were saying, is just having the best kind of the simplest information and the best information to give to my 4 special people, if you like.
There you go. And so you could easily just call up a couple of friends and say, hey, I found an alternative to the bank. And they'll be, what do you mean by that? I found a way that we can actually get funding. But the best part about this funding, unlike the bank, you don't have to pay it back. And they're like, that don't sound right. Well, I'll shoot you over a video. It's 8 minutes. Check it out. And if you're interested in knowing how this actually works, because it seems to be working, there's a whole bunch of testimonials. If it seems to be working for a lot of people, if you want to know more, let me know. But you shoot over that 8-minute video and then follow up with it and say, so what did you think of the video? You understand that this is a much better way to go than having to pay money back. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So if you make that the turning point, then they'll be like, yeah, I'm interested in money I don't have to pay back. Okay, great. The next step is you drive them over to the Pool Match Me, okay, which is a sister website, and you can sign them up there for free. So go there, sign them up for free, and then say, look, we're just putting you here because in order to benefit, in order to get in the position where you can get money you don't have to pay back, your contribution is you got to bring some people in, okay? A minimum 2, but ideally 4. If you bring 4 people in, you can get into the 7 figures with that as far as the funding is concerned. Now, you can sign up for this website here for free, and we can kind of build a team inside of it because everybody gets a replicated website link for free. And then there's some videos on there, including one, which is the one I just played at the beginning here, the plan to create millionaires. And you can say, watch that video. You really see the power of this. And if you have any doubt in your ability to get, 2, 3, 4 people to come on board with this, well, you're on the right website, Pool Match Me. Have you seen that website?
I joined through it, yeah.
Okay, that's how you got through. Okay.
Yeah.
So Pool Match Me is great. And so it's basically where people can purchase signups, if they have any trouble, finding them on their own.
Yeah.
You
But
can
then
get
if
2
you bring
signups
people
for $100. Yeah.
If you bring people to that website, which is great, you effectively then lose them as your direct referral, though. That's the only thing, isn't it?
Well, that's not true. That's not true. Basically, you can bring people there, okay, and you have them sign up as a sponsor, not as a referral.
Okay.
Then you won't lose anybody, because when you go to sign them up, then they'll come in. Where did you go? Oh, there you are. Then when you sign them up, they're going to sign up below you. They never show up in the area where someone can reach out to them and take them from you.
Understood. Right. Yeah, interesting. Okay, that's a very good
sponsor, signing up sponsor. You can build an endless team for free. It only takes 5 minutes to engage that website. And it's kind of streamlines our process of bringing people into our community, because it's only a 5-minute process to get them through that, and it's intuitive. They don't need any help. Whereas coming into the pool funding website, a little more to it. You're going to need a specialist to kind of get on a Zoom and make sure you set up all the technology correctly. So there's a wallet, and there's coins, and it's more involved, right? Because you're going to be making payments. So, free is easy. Once you start getting into digital money, that's where it gets a little bit complicated. And we have people for that to help you get through the qualifying period, which is 3 days. And so basically it's like a holding tank on Pool Match Me. And then our side is Pool Funding. And then when people are ready to go from free to they're going to get started, then you get one of the onboarders to help you, and then they'll take your person and get them through that 3-day process, no problem. And you don't have to be there
Yeah.
for the 3 days. They'll do it with or without you there, you know.
So yeah, actually, so I just did my first onboarding call today myself, having been
Congratulations.
introduced.
How was it?
It was good. It was fine. Yeah, it was very easy to follow the steps, and I mean, I'm somewhat familiar with crypto and what have you, but I was kind of looking at it through the eyes of somebody who potentially had never had any experience of it before, and the onboarders just take you through step by step. So it's there's nothing really you have to think about or worry about in that process.
So your original question was, can we use the videos and stuff like that? And the answer is yes. So anything that's in the public, you can use it. The only thing you have to watch out for is what YouTube uses as rules, because I'm not sure what rules are as far as you using stuff from my channel to put it on your channel. I have no idea how that works with YouTube, but as long as you don't break their rules, I have no rules. They're the ones with all the rules, not me.
Okay. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, when you put videos on YouTube, whoever puts them on there has the choice to choose the privacy levels or the sharing level of it, if you know what I mean. So you can either inhibit sharing or you can allow sharing.
What is the default?
The default is Creative Commons, I think. Yeah, which means that anyone can access it and use it and download it, I think. Yeah.
Okay, because that's all I do is I click right through and I choose public, and I figured I just go with the default.
Yeah, I'll check on that though. Yeah, it's
let
the
me
one
know
that I'm really interested in.
let me know if it's otherwise, and then I'll try to find that setting and make sure that the videos are set so that people can use it, because spreading the message is what I want to do.
Yeah. How would I get in contact with you?
You can connect with me at Telegram. You can reach me at Bitcoin Ace 101. So that's how you can reach me on Telegram. You just send me a hello, I respond, and I'll get back to you right away. All right,
Awesome.
Paul, let me get to the next person here. We have someone who's got his
Sure.
hand up as AI tester. And I may let you come back since you're pretty new. I may let you come back if we have time for it. Sound good, Paul? All right, good enough. AI tester, you have your hand up. Feel free to unmute.
Hi, Ace. So my question is that you started the pool, $1 pool, so that it is easier for other countries, low-end countries, to join, and then they can go in for the bigger pool. So my question is,
to my surprise, I found that there was a need for that. And from when I originally started, I didn't think I needed a $1 pool. I thought a $10 pool was low enough. You know what I'm saying? But doing it for almost 6 months and seeing what was happening, I could see that there was definitely a need for the $1 pool. So that's why we opened it up. We opened it up in June. The $1 pool.
So my question was that, like, if I join the $1 pool at the end of month, I would have, if I have 4 referrals, I would have $90.
Correct. That is correct.
So how would I go to the pool, say next pool, if the amount is $300? So I thought that maybe.
So it's not $300. What we're talking about is an operating budget. So basically, we're going to get a little bit in the weeds to answer your question. Okay. So when we're talking about operating budget, we got to factor in that you're going to use sub accounts as a way to self-qualify. So if you're going to start in the $1 pool, you're going to have 2 sub accounts on the $1 pool, so that by the end of your first 3 days, you are already qualified. That way, any referral you bring in from that point forward, they're paying you directly. The money goes to you instead of the pool, right? It's either or. It goes to either you or the pool.
Oh, are we on Zoom?
Yes, you are. All right. Okay. So now you don't really need to have, if you start with a $30 budget and you build up, you probably don't need to have $300 to move, to migrate in, and also add to what you're doing, the $10 pool, because you don't technically need to have sub accounts in the $10 pool. Because by that point, you probably got enough people that you're solid with. You can probably, you plus two of them come into the $10 pool together at, at that time. And I don't think it will take a month for you to really, come up with, who is good for that. You might be able to have an operating budget of $100 instead of $300 coming from the $1 to the $10 pool. Does that make sense? You'll only need one account, not three, in the $10 pool.
Yeah.
So there you go. And you can have as many referrals as you want. You can have multiple accounts. So, every set of 4 is an account, right? So if you recruit 10 people, you'll have 3 accounts, 4 in one account, 4 in another account, and then 2 in another account. That's kind of how it would probably look. So you can, and if you had that many people paying you, imagine if you were getting, $10 every day, that would be $300 in a month, right? That's coming to you. You're probably paying out, in that case, 3. So 7 times 30 would be $210, would be more than enough to to add to what you're doing, the $10 pool. You'd have more than enough. I don't think people will take that long. They'll go from the $1 pool to the $10 pool probably in 2-3 weeks. Usually it won't even take a month.
Okay.
So remember that we're using numbers like $30 and $300 as what we're calling operating budgets,
Okay.
but it's a $1 pool. It's a $10 pool. Your payment every day is $1 a day. The payment in the $10 pool is $10 every day. And if you have referrals that are also paying you and you have positive cash flow, you don't really need, you don't have to have as large of an operating budget when that's in place. I hope that's really clear.
Yeah, definitely it is clear. If you have referrals, you don't need to have that much operational budget. Yeah.
Yeah, because the operating budget is sitting in your wallet, in your hand, on your phone, right? That's where it's sitting, and you use it as needed. But the idea is that you have somebody there, and if you have 2 referrals, what you see there is going to grow, get bigger and bigger over time. If you have less than 2 people, it's going to shrink and get smaller and smaller. It could go to 0 if you let it. But if it goes to 0, you can always ask your sponsor to, help you out, because they could actually, if they send you $10 and then you make your payment, it goes right back to them. They could do that. I've got one guy been doing that for over 5 months. I send him $10 every day. I get it right back every day. I'm just keeping him alive because he's a project, and I got too many other projects ahead of him, so I'm working on bigger stuff. So, there's ways of keeping people going, even if they don't have the means to keep themselves going after they're qualified. Key is to get qualified and stay qualified. A qualified sponsor can do that for all their referrals and get them going and move them up. But as the creator, I've got more responsibilities than just, playing the role of regular member, All right, AI tester. Anybody else want to put their hand up? If there's anybody else, feel free to raise your hand. We want to make sure everybody that has questions or wants to engage in dialogue. We'll come back to Paul, AI tester. If you have more questions, you can keep your hand up. I'll go back to Paul. What's on your mind, Paul? Another question?
Yeah, so I introduced. Yeah, thank you. I introduced somebody into the pool. The Fund Me pool. They came in as a free member.
Yeah, they came into Pool Match Me.
Pool Match Me, yeah, thank you. And I'm wondering, so in effect, I've kind of, because they're coming as a free member, they're looking for a sponsor. So in effect, I've kind of lost them.
You are the sponsor. So if they sign up as a sponsor, you are the sponsor. So if you told them to sign up as a referral on Pool Match Me, you're taking a risk that someone else will grab them from you.
Yeah, that's what's happened actually. So I was incorrect. They came in as a referral.
So whoever told you to join Pool Match Me didn't give you proper direction. They should have told you, have your people come in as sponsors. So you can build a team for free, and everybody comes in as a sponsor. Then that'll never be an issue.
Okay, so my question actually is more about what happens here moving forward. Is there a way where they can rejoin as a sponsor as my referral, or have I lost them for good now?
I think that probably mostly depends on what they want, what matters to them. Because if they really want you to be the sponsor, they're gonna they're gonna have to basically let the other party know that sorry, but that kind of creates a mess for pool match me, right? That's not
So-
what we want to have happen, right?
Right.
But ultimately, how can you stop a person saying, "Oh, I made a mistake. I really meant to be with this guy, not with the," I didn't know what I was doing. That can happen, but we don't want to encourage that to happen. We want people to make a good choice when it comes to enrolling into pool match me. Always sign up as a sponsor. Never have
Sponsor,
that
okay.
problem.
Okay, so just to finalize that question, you can't have two accounts under two different sponsors then?
Well, again, that is possible, but we would certainly don't want to, tell people that we don't want to tell people to do that. It can be hard to manage that. So we want to give people the simplest, easiest way to become a millionaire. We don't want to make it complicated, right? So
Okay.
it's like having two wives. Some people have tried it. It didn't work out for some, others, no problem. It just kind of depends, right?
Okay. Well, as it stands, that person hasn't chosen. They haven't been matched yet. They haven't made a match.
Then that's
So-
perfect. Then you just make a request with my executive assistant to have the status of that person change from referral over to sponsor. That can be corrected. The programmer can change that for you. My
Oh,
my
excellent.
executive assistant can get that done for you through our programmer.
Oh,
So there you go, a
fantastic.
non-issue now.
Okay. So how would I make that connection? How would I?
Yeah,
speak to you?
if you go to our pool funding group, you'll see posters with her Telegram information on how to reach her.
Awesome.
And
Thank you very
Her
much.
name is Maria Hernandez, and she's probably here right now. But you can just connect with her on the pool matching Telegram group. You'll find her in there.
Thank you very much. Awesome.
All right, so let's go to we've inserted here Vic 30. Vic, let's take you next, and maybe we'll swing back to AI tester again after that. Go ahead, Vic.
All right, I just have a small question. Good morning, TA.
Good morning.
All right, so I have recruited my 4 people, all right?
All
This
right.
is an assumption, okay? I'm
Okay.
done, and I know that I'm going to pay my sponsor, his due for the $10.
Okay.
Now, I'm going out to get my next 4 people,
Okay.
and who am I going to pay on that $10 to?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, great question. So now you're getting into the core of how the system was built from the day it started. Let me share my screen and show you something. I'm gonna go into the account page here of our website. At the very, very bottom, there's this video right here. And this is let me just find the part here I want to find. So right about here, it talks about the account 2, what happens. And essentially what happens is you're going to get assigned a sponsor, okay? You're going to be assigned a sponsor, okay? From the system. Basically, the system's going to look for someone that has only one referral and needs another one in order to get qualified. Whoever the oldest person with only one referral would be the next person in line to be your sponsor of your second account. Okay.
I fully understand, but it's what I'm having trouble with in my head is you're rewarding the people that are not okay, you're rewarding the people that you're not rewarding. You're helping the people that are having difficulty qualifying.
Yeah, they have to do something, so they have to bring in one in order to get the second one, right? If they bring in 0, they're not going to get that deal.
All right, I got you. So out of every 4, 1 goes to somebody else, either my sponsor or a pool sponsor.
Yeah, and
Fully
it's not your referrals, it's you. You will have multiple sponsors. So your first account is Jack. That's your sponsors, Jack.
Right, it's Jack. Okay.
Okay. You sign up 5 people, the system creates a second account for you. And Jill turns out to be your sponsor on that second account. So your payments will go, your payments, not your referrals, but your payments are going to go to Jill every day. So Jack is going to get one payment a day from you. And
Okay.
Jill will start to get one payment from you on the second account, right? And so
Super.
on. Okay. But your referrals always pay you. Your referrals 100% every time.
4, 4, and 4, or 4,
Yeah.
4, and then the 2 scattered off on the side.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it just every set of 4, 100% of your referrals always pay you, one time. So the idea is that if you're a big recruiter, your sponsor didn't hit the lottery, okay? It
Yeah.
doesn't work
Okay.
that way. It benefits the
Ah.
community.
Okay, the light went on. My sponsor doesn't hit the lottery. Okay, but I
Exactly.
keep on getting paid for all 4, and I only have to pay my sponsor for the first one.
Yeah, for the first account, and then each account will have a different sponsor that you're going to pay. So each, that kind of, helps a little bit for those people that may just have one and they've been hanging in there, they're active, but they only have one referral. So they have a chance of getting 2 that way. You become their second one as that next account gets open.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
we went into the weeds there, but I think that's good
We went
information.
into the weeds. Yes.
But it's in that video, so watch that video at the bottom of the page there on the account page
Okay,
of the website.
I'm recording, so I know the time that we started. Thank you.
Perfect. All right, back to you, AI Tester. By the way, AI Tester, I met you earlier today. I'm so excited to start working with you. I know who you are. So,
Thank you. So Ace, I had a question now. Since your journey with pool funding, were there any circumstances where people did not pay you within the stipulated time? Because in the training video, I saw something like assurance, where instead of $10, if someone does not pay within the stipulated time, they had to pay $15. So my question was whether all the $15 actually comes to you, or something like that. Can you just give an idea about that? Because
for sure, 100%. So again, there's 2 coins, right? And so each are based on their thing. So like in the $10 pool, the assurance will cost $15. Okay. In the $1 pool, the assurance costs $1.50. And likewise, when we open up the $100 pool, the assurance will be $150. And we're talking about each unit of assurance. And then in the $1,000 pool, the cost for the assurance is $1,500, right? So what that does is you have to pre-purchase it. You got to buy assurance, and you can buy as many units as you want. Each unit is going to cost accordingly, 50% more than the normal payment you would make. So you're normally making a $10 payment in the $10 pool, but your assurance is going to be $15. You pre-purchase that just in case you have a timer mishap. Like in the last 24 hours, I've been dealing with power outages. That those could have happened while I needed to make my payment. It could, things happen like that, which make it, even if you're really good and you're very good at time management and you're very punctual, you can still have situations in life come up where it makes it hard for you to make your payment on time, and then you get disqualified if you didn't make your payment. But if you have assurance, that prevents you from getting disqualified because it's going to make the payment for you, right? And so basically people purchase the coin. So in the $10 pool, they're using the PFB coin. So anytime they purchase the PFB coin, it goes back to that same guarantee wallet I showed earlier. And that's the same one I'm using to then sell coin. I sell those PFB coins and get the USD coins, and I distribute those out as guarantees. So it ends up benefiting the members either way. So it's really not coming to me. It's going back to the community. Did that clarify?
Thank you, Ace.
Maybe I gave you a long answer to a short question. The short question is, does that come to me? No, it's going back to the community.
Okay.
All right. I don't see any more hands up, so let's see, we still have about 41 people. The number's actually growing, seems like here. So anybody else like to raise their hand? Let's take a peek at the chat. Let's see here. All right, Paul's asking about reactions. Okay.
Ace,
Hey,
I have multiple questions,
all
so
right, okay.
if
All right.
if you don't see anybody in
Your,
chat,
your,
then
your hand
we
is
can
still
allow
up,
it.
so go ahead. What's your next question?
Yeah, could you just tell us something about the sub accounts? Because my understanding of sub account is that you are not able to bring the four referrals. Instead, you uh, you open your own account, two accounts under your main account. Is that right? Or maybe my
I
understanding?
think it's a little confusing the way you said it. Let me share my screen and kind of show people. Let's use some visuals here. Okay. Share screen. All right, let's go here and we'll go back up here. And okay, this is my account. So this is a level playing field. I have my account just like anybody else. I'm actually between these two accounts that I have here, account 1 and account 2. The third account's not quite qualified. If I go to the third account, it's only got one person in it. So I've got 9 referrals, right? So, you know, it's not producing positive cash flow, but the account 2 and account 1 are we have positive cash flow here happening. But as you can see here, the qualifying period is 3 days, and it's an ongoing running 3 days, right? It's an ongoing running 3 days. So me is also another way of saying you, right? So you have to make your payment every day. And at least 2 of your 4 referrals need to make their payment every single day, okay? And it takes 3 days to qualify. And after you're qualified, the payments of all of your referrals will go to you instead of the pool. But before you're qualified, it goes to the pool, okay? So sub accounts can replace people in the sense of self-qualifying, but the problem is that the pool that the sub accounts are attached to, the pool's not on a timer. People are on a timer, the pool is not. And the pool is, it completes a rotation like every 4 or 5 days right about now, and that's probably true for both pools right now, the $1 and the $10. So since the pool doesn't pay daily, but people do pay daily because they're on a timer, it's best to have people as a way to create that positive cash flow. You can't count on a sub account to do the same thing, because the sub account is just, you can have multiple wallets, right? So usually you can have we could say Bob account 1, Bob account 2, Bob account 3, right? So the 2 and 3 would be sub accounts, and Bob has control of those wallets, in his MetaMask app, right? So I only have 2 sub accounts. You're only allowed to have 2 sub accounts, but I have multiple wallets for multiple different reasons inside of my MetaMask app, right? But only 2 of them are for sub accounts. So sub accounts will help you get qualified. They take up 2 of the 4 spots in your referral thing, but the idea is you want to actually, each of those sub accounts also has 4 referrals below each one of them. You want to fill those up so that you have 3 qualified accounts instead of just 1, right? So if you do the sub account strategy, it's a strategy. If you do that strategy, the idea is fill up as much as you can. And hopefully you can get at least 2 on one sub account and 2 on the other sub account, and that's 4 people. And then that would mean that your main account is qualified because of the sub accounts. Then each sub account has 2 people below it. Then you'd have 3 accounts that are fully qualified, and that would be producing the probably the same $90 a month cash flow for you, on the $1 pool. And then on the $10 pool will be $900 a month. Okay. But it's just where they're positioned. So you have open slots. You don't have to fill them all, but you need to fill at least 2 per account. in order to have positive cash flow for that account. Does that clarify or help?
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, you're welcome. All right, Mary, how are you? You got your hand up. We'll take your question.
Yeah, appreciate it. A quick question. So I've been through the training, but I haven't actually gotten started yet. I'm hopefully gonna do that here shortly, but
Welcome.
thank you. So I'm a little confused on, you were just talking about the clock taking 4 or 5 days to cycle back through. So
Not the clock,
we-
the
are we
pool, the pool,
cool.
the pool.
Okay,
So-
so we're
so-
sending out
and-
money
and-
every day?
Yeah, so basically, think of the pool as like, people that have put an order in to get paid. Let me give you an illustration of another way to look at the pool. We'll look at we'll stretch the pool out and turn it into a pipeline, okay?
Okay,
Let's do that. Let me just minimize some stuff here. So let's grab this here.
okay,
All right, so here we have a pipeline. So basically the way it works is two things happen, Mary, when you make a payment. The first thing that happens is you are paying somebody. That makes sense?
right.
The
Yep.
second
clear on
second
that.
thing that's happened simultaneously is you're creating an order for you to get paid back.
Okay,
Okay, that's what's happening. So those two things happen when you make a payment. And that creates a pipeline, if you will. You see how this looks like a pipeline? Okay.
right,
So all this orange area, that's basically orders unpaid, yet to be paid, that's in the pipeline, okay? And then you see the blue one down here? This is transaction history. So you can see right here, the next person to be paid would be that yellow person right there, according to the graphic, right?
okay,
Okay. And it says right here, this is you. Let's say you placed an order on December 8th, 2023, and you have yet to be paid. But there's you and there's 1, 2, 3 people ahead of you, and then you're going to get paid. You're the fourth one to get paid. When that person gets paid, they end up in the transaction history. Then the brown one gets paid, then in the transaction, and the blue one gets paid, goes into the transaction history, and then you get paid in that order. Does that make sense? So
It does.
if we turn the pipe into a circle, then we can say it rotates, right? Right now, that full circle needs about 4 or 5 days to complete a full rotation. So people that depend on the pool to pay them back quickly are going to be disappointed. They should not have that expectation before they join. They should understand referrals pay quickly, the pool doesn't.
Okay, but does it, once you've got the cycle going, is it paying every day? It just takes 4 or 5 days to get there, or not
No,
necessarily?
your people pay you every day. The pool does not.
Okay. Okay,
So if your order is to get paid back, if you're expecting the pool to do that, you put $10 in. Well, another day passes, you got to put another $10 in. Another day passes, you got to put another $10 in. You're starting to see why we might say you might need about $300 of an operating budget, because it's going to take you time to get your referrals lined up so that they're paying you. You don't need the pool anymore, right? So you have to have an operating budget so that, at some point you're making a payment and then the pool paid you back. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
It goes like that. But
But
eventually,
if I have referrals, then I'm not really depending on that.
exactly. So the sooner you become free from the pool, like you're qualified, it only takes 2 to qualify any account. Any account only takes 2. So
Okay,
the sooner you get 2 people there on a timer, they have to pay you every day. Otherwise, they got to deal with the consequences of not paying you, right? They
I
could
gotcha. Okay, all right, that makes
lose
sense
their
now. I got it.
qualification, right? So we
Yep.
want to be very clear that it's not like join this thing for free money, right? Because
Right,
if you could create sub accounts, it'd be literally like creating free money if the pool paid every day. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't. And so some people have had the wrong expectation when they joined pool funding, and they didn't realize that we're a system where we're rewarding you for bringing people in, not for just coming in and joining us and setting up something on the computer. Okay. People, bring us some people, because it's a pool of people. Your contribution is people. You bring those in, you're rewarded generously for that. It only takes 4 to be generously rewarded with $1 million of funding every year. Same 4 every year.
but pretty much anybody I bring in, they need to have at least 2 kind of on their first day, ready to follow them, correct?
Not necessarily, that's why we call it an operating budget, because if we had everybody lining up like, okay, get your two ready, okay, now you get your two ready, that could be an endless people trying to get their two ready, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then nobody's
Okay.
joining, right? So if everybody just comes in with an operating budget, then that overcomes that concern, because okay, the operating budget will get you through the period of time. I mean, come on, show me anything like set up any kind of business or whatever, you need an operating budget, right? You
Oh, I
know?
agree. Yeah, I'm just trying to
Yeah.
make sure I can explain it. I got my daughter, she just came over here a little bit ago. So as soon as I get off this call, I'm gonna have to explain this whole thing to her. So
Okay, no, your questions are
So-
great. I'm just trying to make it clear that, you know, there's no need to feel like we got to do anything weird here, because our operating budgets are normal for stuff, you know. We do
Right.
all kinds of things, you know.
yeah, no, I'm super excited about it. I understand 95% of it, and the rest of it I don't. I'm okay not understanding it. I'll figure it out as I go.
Yeah, you will figure
But-
it out as you go. Where are you from? Where are you at?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. Okay, we got some great people over there in the Carolinas. Steve Thompson comes to mind. Gregory Jones, another one I don't know over there. We got some great people in your neck of the woods. So
All right, well, good. Hopefully
you're in
I'll
good-
get to meet them.
You're in good company.
All
Sorry,
right,
we're having
well, I-
a bit of a
Hey,
wind over here.
quick comment for Mary.
Sure, go ahead, Ken.
Mary, I received your email message and I'll be contacting you right after this meeting.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Ken.
You're welcome.
All right. So AI tester, you get to wrap us up today. We'll let you have one more question and then we'll call it a meeting. We appreciate everybody that asked questions. It made it very fun and interactive. We appreciate all of you that stepped up like that. Go ahead, AI
Thank you,
tester.
guys. Yeah, so my question was that you talked about Pool Match Me.
Yes,
In the training, it is also mentioned about smart desktop AI. So,
Yes.
like, I wanted to ask you, like, is like, is the smart desktop AI converting well, or up till now, or is it a recent thing that has started now?
both AI and the Pool Match Me are recent developments, but yes, yes, the AI system has produced signups for pool funding, but it's email. So I want people to realize that anytime they're using an email marketing campaign, whether it's a human behind all that effort or it's artificial intelligence behind all that effort, it's a drip campaign. That's how it works with email. But the cool thing is that eventually it builds up where it kind of picks up momentum. So maybe the first month you might get, maybe 2 signups out of it in the first, 3 or 4 weeks. Some people got lucky in their first week, they got signups, but I consider that lucky because it's email. Not everybody looks at email, and people sometimes need to see something coming in a couple of times before they actually open it up. There's multiple reasons why email campaigns are considered a drip campaign, okay? And so, yes, it can be very effective because for $20 one time out of pocket, this thing can be working for you for eternity, you know what I'm saying? And just, bringing people in and taking them in through the course and doing basically marketing and sales for you all in one machine is a great value, but it's not going to create fast results. It's going to create a result probably, in 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 4. And then after that, maybe you might get something every week from it, So it's one of those kind of things. Does that make sense?
Yes, thanks, Ace.
Okay. And so, yeah, here's the thing. When we started pool funding, and I said it like you could get positive cash flow with only 2 people. From my perspective, that is so easy, get 2 people. Yet from other people's point of view, it's not so easy. Okay. And so that's why we were open to the idea of these other third parties like AI and Pool Match Me, because they bring real solutions for people that may think that getting 2 signups is not so easy after all, right? And that's good. So you only need 4 to get 7 figures. 2, you could take that all the way to the $1,000 pool, and that would be $30,000 a month. That'd be $360,000 a year, just on 2. in funding. So it's a good deal, no matter how you look at two when you get them, right? When you have a solid two, a solid four, millionaire status. So I'm thinking that I put it this way in a training the other day. There's fast, faster, and fastest. To me, fastest is your ability to reach into the people that you already know, to what people call your warm market. You call them up and basically get them to take a look at a short 8-minute video, the one done by Clarence Doyles, so that they can evaluate our offer of, money you don't have to pay back. Take a look. And then from there, if they show interest, then drive them over to Pool Match Me to sign up for free. It only takes 5 minutes. And then from there, they're exposed to additional videos, and they're kind of in a holding tank while you kind of massage them and get them ready to come in with their own operating budget of $30 or $300 into the pool funding. So that's kind of like, that's the fastest way to do it. A faster way to do it would just, we got Pool Match Me, just, directly is like, hey, come into Pool Match Me and buy 2 referrals. You know what I'm saying? Buy 4. Okay. It's $100 per pair. So for $200, you could buy 4 referrals. That's a good trade-off. 4 referrals for $1 million. I'll do that all day long. Okay. So there's that. That's and I've seen people coming into Pool Match Me. Once that's really moving and grooving, they could come in one day, pick up 2 referrals in one day, and then there they go. And then work with those, and then come back and get 2 more, and then they're off to the races to 7 figures. And then there's the fast way, which is AI. You compare other opportunities where people may struggle to build any kind of positive cash flow over the course of 3 to 6 months, right? With us, you could get there with the AI in probably 3 to 4 weeks, because AI is helping you out. So fast, faster, and fastest. All right. Well, thank you all for coming to our opportunity meeting we've had today. We are just about to start our training in about 15 minutes. So for those of you that are members, or if you're already signed up into any one of our websites, our sister website, Pool Match Me, or you're already a member of Pool Funding, or if your sponsor feels like you're good enough that you can handle a training call. Our training call starts in about 15 minutes, and we like to have fun for the first half an hour of that, and then I get into a recorded version of that in the last part of that. And today I'm heading off to go on a vacation, so this is kind of like the last training I'll be doing for the month of July, and then I got a whole set of leaders that have stepped up to take. Each one's going to take a day while I'm gone, and they're going to continue the 7 days of training that we do every day. So thanks again for coming, and I'm going to go ahead and end the recording now.